Hello, welcome back to my lovely channel. Today I'm going to be discussing with you about the truth about astrology and why so many people don't really know the whole purpose behind astrology, why people need astrology, because there's definitely a need for astrology. And some people have been fooled by understanding what the real purpose behind astrology actually is, because there is a purpose behind why astrology is used and why people should be using it. Now, astrology is the study of the zodiac, the constellations, that wrap around the earth, the stars. And these stars hold messages in them because the planets are connected to us, The planets are connected to us in a way that, teaches us things that we need to know about ourselves, about our relationships with other people. And this information, what it actually does is it actually gives you insight into the relationships that you have, into your purpose. So here's the lowdown. The lowdown is this: they don't want you to know about astrology, Who's they? Just the higher elite, the people that want to keep you stuck and down in not knowing who you are, because that's what makes them money, That's what makes them move forward and be more successful in their agenda, So astrology, if you're smart enough to study astrology and not just look at your horoscope, because a lot of people just look at their horoscope and they look at their horoscope and they say, well, I'm going to look at my horoscope, I'm going to see what it says today. But it's more than that, Horoscopes are more than just reading your sun sign, So there's different signs. The information's out there. I don't need to re-explain that. What I'm here to explain today is how astrology is, I'm going to show you a scale in this book that I've studied for many years. And this book will show you why astrology is important, So here's a graph. Here's a graph of the level, right? Measuring the truth, See that? Measuring the truth. Objective, to be objective, So the first thing that's at the top of this list is mathematics. Why is mathematics at the top of this list? Mathematics is at the top of this list because mathematics is a universal language that everybody uses. It doesn't matter what your culture is. It doesn't matter what your race is. It doesn't matter where you were born. Every single person in the world counts every single day. They count their money, they count how old they are, they count the days of the week. Like there's counting for everything. I mean, you got numbers in your car. Anywhere you go, you're going to see numbers. So the idea that this graph is trying to explain is the graph is trying to explain that mathematics is at the top, So if mathematics is at the top of this scale of objectivity, of truth, because we're talking about truth here, what's the next thing after that? So math is clearly very important, And then the question becomes, where does astrology sit on the scale? So you got math, then you got physics, then you got chemistry, biochemistry, biology, medicine, and then you have astrology, What is below astrology? Below astrology, you'll see, is psychology. So it basically means that astrology has more truth than actual psychology. Many people don't know that. Many people don't know that they can find their purpose through astrology. Many people don't know that they can learn more about themselves through astrology. So the idea behind this whole entire thing about astrology is that astrology is real. And I know most of you who are subscribed to my channel believe in astrology, but some people don't, and some people are lost, and some people aren't tapping in to their skill set and what they can actually learn from this. Okay, so I thought I would share this graph with you. And as you go down the graph, you know, you have psychology, and then you have anthropology, and then you have historiography, biography, novel, epic, lyrics. Okay, so like lyrics are right at the bottom because lyrics are very subjective, right? They're very subjective, they're very emotional. And when we're talking about truth, we're talking about things that are universal, things that people use every day, things that people can, you know, wake up and realize who they are and really learn about, you know, why they're here. Like, why are you here? What's your purpose? You know, astrology can show you that. They don't teach astrology in school. Why do they teach psychology in school, but they don't teach astrology? Because they've brainwashed people to think, okay, that astrology is not important. Okay, how did they do that? Well, they use horoscopes. You know, you look in the newspaper and you read your horoscope, and that's only one part of astrology. If I talked about astrology, or if I talked about medicine and I only talked about one component of medicine, you probably wouldn't believe in medicine either, because there's multiple components of medicine. There's multiple components to science. Science isn't just one subject. It's not just philosophy, physics. It's not just chemistry. Okay, science isn't just one, you know, bundled up into one field. It's like multiple fields. Okay, so you know, this is a thing. This is the reason why I'm doing this video, is because you need to know about astrology. If you're running a business, you need to know about astrology. Okay, if you're building a family, you need to know about astrology. If you're in a relationship, you need to know about astrology, because you need to learn about other people. You also need to know yourself. What science is out there to teach you about who you are? What science in school is there to teach people who they are? There is none. Psychology? No. Okay, psychology is used to control other people, to be able to get into the minds of other people. But how do you know yourself? You know yourself through astrology. You know yourself through the level of information that you get from the stars and your experiences through life. And I'm not just saying through a horoscope, I'm saying through a natal chart, through all of these things. So it's very important that you study this information. And if you don't know about it, if you subscribe down below to my channel, you will learn more about yourself. You'll learn more about who you are, why you're here. I also posted videos about, you know, the purpose, why people are here, and all of that. So just keep in mind that astrology is real. Astrology has more, it has more grit than psychology. And the reason why that is because astrology holds mathematical points in it. So any information, any study that has significant amount of science in it, or has a significant amount of mathematics in it, is going to be more objective rather than subjective. When something is just kind of like not factual based, it's more subjective. Astrology has facts in it because astrologers look at orbs, they look at degrees, okay? And degrees are factual. These are things that, you know, I could say a square is 90 degrees, okay? That's factual. That will never change, okay? Whereas if I say this person's a narcissist, I don't know if they're a narcissist. I could just be saying that, you know? There has to be some sort of objectivity when we're making assumptions about things. And astrology is also important because if you look at the empires, okay, if you look at the long-standing empires, the British Empire, they had an astrologer. Go look it up online. They had an astrologer who told them and guided them every single day on what they needed to do and what they needed to know. Okay, so they would say, you know, it's Mercury retrograde now, you know, don't start this, or don't have a wedding at this time because this time is not good, or this year is not good. Why did they do that? If astrology isn't real, why did they do that? Why did the most highest people in society, okay, the upper echelon, or whatever they're called, you know what I'm talking about, why do they have astrologers? We got to think about these things. Why do they just put the sun sign horoscope in the back of the newspaper and they don't put your Venus sign, or they don't put your moon sign, or they like, why don't they do that? Why don't they teach this in school? So you have to really ask yourself, you got to wake up, you got to, you know, really understand yourself, know yourself, watch my videos on purpose, and you know, just be informed about this information. So astrology is real. I love this measuring the truth here, this graph here, measuring the truth. And remember, objectivity is at the top. We're talking about mathematics, physics. Like, you know, physics is the law of, you know, there's laws, right? Like gravity. If I drop something, it's always gonna fall to the ground. That's objective. That's something that's measurable, okay? Whereas psychology, you can't really measure psychology. Psychology is more subjective than astrology, okay? So I hope this video, you know, opens somebody's eyes up to really understand the truth behind astrology. And like I said, we're going to be doing more videos. If you're running a business, if you're in a new relationship, if you just want to know more about yourself, astrology is the key. So make sure you subscribe to the to my channel below so you can learn more information about this stuff. And I will be doing more videos as time goes on about this. I'm going to also be doing another channel. I'm actually going to go onto my other channel now, and I'm going to be talking more about self-development and making money online, okay? So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.